with meteorologist Tim Strong.
Well, enjoying a nice quiet day here, but we go offshore and looking at Hurricane Erin here from a nice, beautiful, visible satellite imagery. Just look how large this storm is. The swells are coming up across the Carolina beaches as we're looking at a little bit of the outflow of the cloud cover, kind of wrapping in on some of the South Carolina coast at this point. Got a clear shot of that eye wall too here, but no direct impact here locally other than what's going to be maybe some high clouds. Picking up a breeze later on tomorrow. Still a Cat 2 with winds max sustained at 110 miles per hour. May have enough to strengthen a little bit more. Kind of the outlook goes back and forth between a Cat 2 and a Cat 3, but we'll start tomorrow jogging more and more to the east-northeast up into the North Atlantic here. So we're really just looking at a very seasonal dry day without much rain chances here. Mix of sun and clouds. We'll get that cool down at the end of the week, and it does look like it will be wet before we finish the week off, mostly going into that Friday forecast here. Well, we've got a beautiful look here over SRP Park. Field crew will get it ready again for baseball tonight at 7:05. We'll look at that forecast here momentarily here. With mid-80s, Barnwell and Waynesboro, Augusta, also around the Thurman Dam, seeing some of the warmest temperatures as of right now. That's really not all that bad. Now, you throw a little humidity in there and it feels like some lower 90s, but we've had numbers that have been hotter than this. We've got kind of that climb up to a 98 mark there for you in Louisville. Is what the current heat index feels like, but mostly feeling like the lower 90s. But for the rest of the day, that's kind of the pattern we're going to go on, continuing with upper 80s, low 90s for highs, and that heat index around the metro could get up there a little bit closer to the middle 90s this afternoon. Seasonal because we're right on track and what we should be feeling like here today. Sunshine, a north wind, 4 to 8 miles per hour, and by game time tonight, pregame update there, we're looking at about 6 p.m. when gates are opening up. We're going to be on the warm side, close to 90, but descending back into those middle and low 80s farther into the game tonight in that 7th inning stretch and beyond. 91s today and tomorrow. The late week cooling really starts happening when we get into Friday because our rain chances are going to go up a whole lot more here. And it may be a soggy entry to the weekend too. On and off much of Friday. Saturday we're up there at about a 50% chance and then beginning to trend a little bit drier, but more of the drier weather is really coming at the start of next week. So a pleasant day. We'll keep the rain chances off closer to Macon and Atlanta at the end of the day. The north wind will continue to follow with us and we've got 80s and 90s. Heading back into tomorrow morning, very pleasant start once again with lower 70s. We'll see a mix of sunny clouds build in, still keeping winds northerly through tomorrow, but now we're starting to see a few little isolated storms work in our direction. There's going to be an advancing front and a low at the end of the week that really will start increasing our rain chances, and it may start as late as late Thursday night into early Friday. So we'll go back with a pattern looking a little bit wetter once we get into the warmer part of the afternoon. So the rain chances will be a lot farther up, and that's going to keep temperatures on the cooler side around the 80s by the end of the week. That's that drop from 90s to mid 80s, which we'll continue with all the way through the weekend. 87 to about 90 degrees as the heat rises, and looks like we're going to have a beautiful start next week. 86 by next Tuesday.